and I should start my class, the spoken class. Right. So all of you, meme and
Yes, ma'am.
all right. What about you, Nadim?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Mamun?
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't go to the
Okay, I couldn't hear properly. Maybe there are still network issues at your place. But got to know that you didn't do the homework. Why, Mamun? What happened? What's the issue there?
ma'am. Actually, last the day before ago, I was very busy with a class to my home campus. That time I don't complete.
All right. And PS, did you go through the homework that I sent in the group?
No, ma'am, I didn't do the work, and ma'am, I am not the condition to deliver my speech, ma'am.
Okay. You are having cold. All right, PS, take care. And Mamun, from the next day, try to do the homework, not works, right? Lisa, did you go through the homework?
No, ma'am. But
Why?
I see another videos.
Another videos like I couldn't hear you, Lisa.
Ma'am, I didn't saw your mm, saw this video which you sent this group, but I saw another videos.
Okay, all right. Now I would like to go to meme. Meme, the first video that I sent. I would like to hear your experience. Mm, and in the video, that video shows that there was another video like the same one. Maybe it's the another one's name was that one one breath around the world. Okay, so and this one was the experience the underwater world through the eyes of a free diver, right? So the free diver. So I mean, as you went through the whole video, even though there was no voiceover and no explanation, you got to see so many things in the video and experience. There were so many things that you could talk about. So, Mim, could you share your experience?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. By watching the first video, where where uh, the boy uh, the
It
boy
was a
was
grown up man. It was not a boy, right? It was a grown up man.
oh, sorry, ma'am. Tried to explore the Pacific Ocean, the surface of the Pacific Ocean. Uh, he also tried to uh, adventure the surface of the Mariana Trench. when he started the journey, uh, he tried to go through in the deepest part of the ocean. Uh, then uh,
Ma'am,
then
are you
he
sure that ma'am, are you sure that he went into Mariana Trench? Was it like any
ma'am,
kind of
after watching the second video, I went through the first video again. Then I understand the first video that the grown up man went through the Mariana Trench.
right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So we got it that they're linked together. All right. Okay, you can carry on.
Then when he started to swim in the deepest surface of the Mariana Trench, I saw there he jumped there to explore the area on the surface. Uh, Sometimes he walked there. Sometimes he jumped there to cross the surface. Uh, then he explored also the trench, many many trenches there, which he there I saw there he
Which were deep. The trenches can be deep. They can't be tall, right? They are deep.
yes ma'am, they are deep. Then I shocked when I saw him to reach the ice sheets. He when he reached the ice sheets, I feel like what what is going on there. I couldn't understand at that time. Then I again watched the video to understand what is going on. Then I understand that it is ice sheets there. He tried to cross these sheets, and he found a triangle shaped hole, which he crossed, uh, which which he crossed and uh, went top of the ice sheets. Then sometime he explored this place, and again he tried to go
For
back.
sometimes, for sometimes he tried to explore this place.
Yes ma'am, for sometimes he tried to explore that place, and then he uh, went back uh, uh, on his way. After exploring the surface of the Pacific Ocean or the Mariana Trench, he I didn't understand that how he find the way he when he started uh, his journey. Uh, that's all, ma'am. Uh, what I saw the first video at the first video.
And there wasn't there anything else? Like after crossing the icebergs underneath by going underneath the
Yes,
icebergs
ma'am.
under. Yes, there were many things.
Yes, ma'am. When he went back on the way, he walked. He walked with whales. He also crossed some spearfish, and I saw
Walked
there
with whales. How can he walk with whales? Mim, how can he walk with whales? Can
walk not
did he
walk,
where
ma'am.
he was he walking?
He's no, ma'am. He swam with the whales.
Right.
He was swimming with the whales, and also he was swimming with the spearfish. Then I also saw there two spare fishermen. They uh, they caught something like ma'am, I could not explain the word. ম্যাম ওদের হাতে বন্দুকের
উই
মতো কিছু একটা ছিল।
ওটা বর্ষা ছিল, বর্ষা, রাইট?
ও ইয়েস ম্যাম।
যেটা দিয়ে আপনার হচ্ছে গিয়ে ইয়ে আপনার ওই ইয়েগুলোকে মারা,
মাছ মাছ
মাছ
ধরার
বা
জন্য।
আপনার হচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ওটা হলো গিয়ে মেবি hook. No, that's not a hook. Maybe maybe kind of pike. You can say it pike or spare also, or right. Pike maybe would be the better word for it. Pike, pike. Pike is one word, and মানে যেটা আপনার ওই সামনের দিকে ফলাটা ইয়ে থাকে, ত্রিকোণ থাকে। So, or spare also you can say. Some says the spare, S-P-E-A-R, spare. So that's another good word to put it into. Like, and yes, of course, they were trying to hunt fishes underneath the water, and the cameraman got it through his camera. And then what happened?
Okay, ma'am. Then he I shocked when he was swimming with the whales. I think why didn't the whales catch him, or why didn't the whales uh, attack him? Then some for sometimes he explored the ocean with the fishes. There are various kinds of fishes, whales, spear fishes, and some other uh, fishes also there, but I can't understand which are they. Then he went back by swimming to the upper level of the ocean. That's all, ma'am.
Upper level of the ocean or on a seashore? You went to a seashore.
Yes, ma'am.
Seashore. Yes, went to a seashore. And as the journey ended, so how was the video? I mean, how was your experience while going through the video? You just explained what happened in the video, but how did you feel while going through it?
Ma'am, when I watched the video first time, I thought, what is going on here? I could not understand at the first time. Then I watched again to understand, uh, but in second time, at the second time, I understand little bit. Then I think I should watch the second video, because as you said, uh, the second video also helps us to provide more information. Then I uh, watched the second video. Then I again watched the first video to understand clearly. And when I completely understand the first video, I shocked to
I was
watch.
shocked.
I was shocked to see to watch the full video, and I have some questions about this video, that how he uh, how how he
How could he? How could he?
how could he locate the area, and how could he find the uh, uh, location? uh, I
Maybe
didn't
he
get
went. Maybe he went to the places for many times, and thus he remember all those. Maybe it's a
because
like
on the second video we can learn, we
okay,
can
meme.
watch
The
the.
second video, meme. Let me listen to me. The second video, maybe there is a mistake, or maybe you have made that you thought that, but you know that how long, how deep is Mariana Trench? It's 11,000 meters, so it's not actually possible for a human being to go that deeper without like just holding his breath. It's impossible. So I
Yes,
think
ma'am, I shocked. uh,
you were shocked, but it was like you got like underneath the water. It seems like everything is same, but it's not. But the thing that happened in the second video and the first video, they are really different. Maybe he was going underneath the Pacific Ocean. He was diving underneath the Pacific Ocean, but Mariana Trench, you like there is no person who can go there, and even though they can go there, they need a lot of life support and all the cameras and all those things to go inside there, and they can't. People can't go there without taking oxygen, you know. So maybe you made a just a kind of mistake that you found. Like I didn't stop you because you were saying the things, but you know that this one is the man who traveled underneath the water. It was just a normal place, like normal surfaces underneath the water. But Mariana Trench, it was different, and you could find out that in while the cameraman or the camera was going through the Mariana Trench, they used lights. They used their own torch lights to show the things around it, around the place. But in that video, the other one, they didn't actually show any kind of. There wasn't that much light. The light from upper side, it was enough, and maybe you saw it too. And Mariana Trench, it's such a, like it maybe it's very um, deeper, but it isn't that much big of a place. And if you go through the comments as well, you will get it. You will understand that this was not under, like it was not the man. He didn't go to Marina Trench. Like maybe the two videos are about the underneath the water level, but underneath the water, not water level, underneath the water, but like these two videos are not of same place. Okay, mean
okay,
they
ma'am,
are of,
I understand, I
yes,
got it.
yes, yes. They are not of same place. That's the thing. Right. So Nadim, I would like to go to you. Nadim, did you go through the
Yes, ma'am.
why didn't you complete the video?
Ma'am, last days uh, we had a program, ma'am, in our campus. So me and Mamun and also our friend uh, was very busy with the that event. So that is why, ma'am, I
When was the event, Nadim? Was it yesterday or today?
ma'am, yesterday and still, ma'am, continue. So that is why,
Yesterday.
ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, did you go through the first one?
No, ma'am, but when Safapu was explaining the videos, I listened carefully. But if you can permit me, I will explain.
No. I think I would like to ask you about the second one. Like, even though you watched it very little it? Didn't you have,
Ma'am, I
you didn't
couldn't
put,
get you, ma'am.
I asked you that no, you don't need to tell me about the second one. You can, um, sorry, first one. You can, if you have any idea, you can carry on or you can go on with the second video.
No, ma'am.
Right, all right. So, I mean, could you also, as the others didn't do their homework, but it really feels bad, you know. Like I'm taking the classes, I'm also having my schedules, I'm having my health issues, all those things, everything. And whenever I'm taking the class, while taking class, I give you some kind of homework and you don't do it. You actually don't get the time to do the homework. So, like, how are we going to? Where are we reaching? Are we reaching any at any point, or are we going to get into anything? I'm giving the homework each and every day. You don't do it. Like, how are you going? Are we trying to be or reach in that prosperous position, their position, or reach into that development? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it feels very. I don't. It feels very bad, strange actually. Mim, I would like you to tell me about the second video as well, if you can, if you went through the video.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, in the second video, uh, there they explain the video man or in the video they explained about the Pacific Ocean and Mariana Islands, and there are uh, uh, there is sorry, there are the trench which called Mariana Trench, named after Mariana Islands. Also, they explored that how the animals have adapted to survive the deepest surface of the Pacific Ocean. And also, I saw there they showed us uh, the length and the width of the Mariana Trench. The length of Mariana Trench is uh, 2,550 kilometer, and the width of the Mariana Trench is 69 kilometer, which is uh, uh, smaller than its length. And also uh, they showed there how the communities of life find the energy source at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, named Mariana Trench, because it sits in the floor of the Pacific Ocean, which is uh, which is 2,550 kilometer long, and it drops down into a pure black hole. And at the bottom of this trench, there is the deepest point on the Earth, uh, which called the Challenger Deep. Uh, Also there, uh, I I saw there, uh, in this video they showed us a Hadal zone, which named after the realm Hades, uh, the underworld of the Greek mythology, and the condition of pure darkness, uh, acidic freezing water, then want of food, uh, deepest pressure, uh, create a challenging environment for the creatures of that uh, that range to survive in there. But in 1960, when the researchers discovered that the water pressure uh, yes, the water pressure was the water pressure at the bottom was nearly 1,000 times greater, then they shocked to see. Also, they shocked. They
They
thought
were shocked to see. They
they
were
were
shocked.
shocked. They were shocked to see that the community. Also, there they saw some leaves or some life, like pale shrimps and amphipods and some amoebas. They also saw their amoeba species. Uh, by watching these species, uh, they there there cannot live any creatures because of the deepest part of the Mariana Trench. Also, in such a sunless world, it is impossible to survive for the creatures. They but when the two researchers uh, saw this species on the bottom at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, uh, they they believe that it's possible. Then they uh, find out how is this possible. Then
They found out. They found out.
they found out how is this possible, and again they went there for researching, uh, and they found out that it is these bacteria that support the creatures, and also the bacteria supports more complex creatures even without sunlight. uh, the larger animals also rely on these bacteria for producing energy, also maintaining their ecosystem, uh, because the bacteria helps uh, to create uh, chemosynthesis, which is similar to photosynthesis in the uh, uh, the bacteria can produce the chemosynthesis uh, at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and that's how the creatures of that area can survive by producing food and energy. And that's all, ma'am. I can't remember anything now.
Thank you for sharing your experience because there are many things that we don't get to know about world, around the world, that the things happen. And
Also, ma'am, they used some terms which I didn't know. That's why I could not remember.
you could make notes actually. And like knowing the world better in a better way, more and more, it actually it is no, there is no harm knowing the world because knowledge is the power, right? So whenever you are watching, you if you don't remember it, you can actually make a note. You can take a note from it, and by taking the note of a video or whatever the things, you can actually go through the, or maybe the things will be more uh, uh, possible to learn about the world around, why the world that are going around you, and it would be a great journey for you to go through all of them. So uh, I think I would like to go and ask you some. There is a time. I would like to ask this to Nadim. That Nadim, you know that when there is a time that there was a time. I mean, I don't know if it's still like the same for you that we there was a time in our childhood that for any occasion, maybe for Eid, we get salami from our elders, and there were times when I like for from like from another, as I'm from another community, I also get some kind of money from my elders to like for the celebrations, maybe like for Durga Puja and all those things, and also for Boila Boishak as well. So Nadim, I would like to ask you that what's the like after getting those money, of course you have gotten those that kind of money, so what have you done with like after getting that money, like maybe in your childhood you got that money, and what are the things that you prioritized in your childhood to buy with those money? Share your experience with us.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am, here network very poor, ma'am. Could you repeat the question, ma'am?
I asked you that in your childhood there was a time maybe that you had to celebrations, right? So I like in those occasions, what are the things like as you get the money, you got the money. I don't know if you still get that kind of money, but when you got that money, what did you do with, or how did you use that kind of money on, or even did you actually get those kinds of money while any kind of occasional celebrations go on still?
Uh, Ma'am, I got your question, ma'am. It was very, ma'am, it was very common to get salami in Eid festival. So when I was a child, every Eid I got salami from my uh, father, from my elder brother, and grandfather as well. So when I got uh, that money, uh, I, uh, I I I spent to um, buy. I spent to buy a lot of playing uh, ম্যাম খেলার জিনিস ম্যাম, lot of playing things, and I also spend uh, those money uh, to uh, go anywhere, uh, and I ma'am, when I got Eid Salami, maximum time uh, I spent uh, all those money, ma'am, to eat various kind of fast food, because I love to eat fast food. So 1 or 2 days later, I had no money to spend. So it was so amazing feeling, and still I get salami in every Eid from my elder brother and my father, uh, and now happen uh, different thing from my childhood. Now uh, I get money, and I give my uh, little uh, nephew and my little sister as well. So still it continuing.
Okay, right. Thank you for sharing your experience here. I would like to ask, go and ask Lisa now. Did you also get the salamis on the occasions? And what are the things that you do with that money, with that kind of money? Lisa. Lisa, am I audible? Lisa, can't you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can't hear you clearly.
Now, can ask nothing. That when the occasions happen that you get salami for maybe or money from your elders, the elderly members of your family or your or within your relatives. So what did you use that money for when you were young, or maybe what do you use it for nowadays? And you should answer the questions within 4 minutes. Start. Listen.
Okay, ma'am. When I was child, I got salami from my father, my sister, and my cousins. Then this salami, um, I have a bank. Um, so I ম্যাম জমানো এটা কিভাবে বলবো?
Save মানে জমানো.
Oh, I save this money in the bank. And when this bank was full, then I broke it, and all of those money I I and all of those money ম্যাম একটু এটা কিভাবে বলবো, মানে আমার আপু নিয়ে যাইতো আমার এই টাকাগুলো পরে। My elder
Like
sister has
elder, not it's elder sister. My elder sister.
my elder sister took the money and he told me that I bought a nice dress for you, but she didn't bought any dress after, and afterwards she didn't bought any dresses.
Okay, like she bought you the dresses with that money.
Okay,
Right.
ma'am.
No, I didn't say that. I asked you that. All right, Lisa. Whatever. Now I think I should ask the same question to me, ma'am, as you have heard the questions already. Question already. So what? Like, was there a time that you got money? Of course, in your childhood there was a time. And what were the things that you do with that money? Like Nadim said, he bought foods, and Lisa said she bought dresses. And what did you do with that money, ma'am?
Ma'am, it's little different about me. Uh, when uh, I was so simple that I didn't understand about the value of money at my very childhood. I didn't understand uh, what to do with this money till my ninth class. I could not uh, use this money, and I had to buy some pencils or pens, and also storybooks, because I love to read books, and my parents didn't allow me to buy the books because uh, when I at the at the study time I read storybooks uh, uh, instead of my lecture books. Uh, that's why my
Instead of my
parents didn't.
textbooks, instead of my reading books,
Instead of
or
my
instead of
textbooks.
my class books or class books.
That's why my parents didn't allow me to buy the storybooks. Uh, then after my ninth class, I got the value of money, and I started to use my salami, which I got from the elders in any occasions like Eid, or whenever my grandparents came to our home. They also gave me money. uh, I uh, also used this money uh, to buy some foods what I wanted that time to eat after. At this moment uh, I collect the new notes, uh, and I collect them in a clay, sorry ma'am, in a pottery bank. Then when it's completed,
Clay bank, you can say. It's all right, clay bank.
and when uh, uh, it's fulfilled, then I used to give to my mother uh, uh, as a gift, because I think new new notes make happiness for any kind of people. Uh, I think it can give any kinds of people. It can give happiness to any kinds of people. Everyone like to get new notes from anyone. That's it, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experiences. And yes, buying books are very is such a great thing. And of course, like you can spend money on your um, food as well, on your dresses as well. What are the things that you prefer and that you will do that? Like
Because, ma'am, I feel shy to want something from my parents at my childhood. Me, uh, like books, pencils, pens, extra things which I needed at that time.
yes, of course, of course. I totally get that. I totally can relate to that kind of feeling. And that is the reason why all of us, like even though it's a very basic thing, but all of us should have like one place or our um, kind of background or our kind of backbone to have that money that we have. We should have that economical power that we can have, or if we want to buy something, we don't need to ask others to buy those things. We should have that kind of economical power so that we don't need to ask others, or parents or husbands, or maybe father-in-law, or any of those, or maybe elder brother, or sometimes elder sisters as well. We don't have to do that. If we can have that kind of economical power, we can actually earn, if we can earn that money by ourselves, if we have that power. So we won't have to ask others, and maybe we will have a bit more self-respect for that kind of thing. তো এই জন্য আমাদেরকে নিজেদের একটা ইনকামের একটা পথ থাকতে হবে প্রত্যেকটা মানুষের। প্রত্যেকটা মানুষের, ছেলে হোক মেয়ে হোক, প্রত্যেকেরই তার নিজের ইনকামের পথ থাকতে হবে, যাতে করে সে নিজের জিনিস, নিজের পছন্দের জিনিস যখন প্রয়োজন হবে সেটা যেন সে নিজে থেকে নিজের জন্য সে কিনতে পারে, কারোর উপর তাকে নির্ভরশীল না হতে। তো আমরা সবাই স্বনির্ভর, অবশ্য সেই জন্যই আমরা এত পড়াশোনা যা কিছু করছি, কিন্তু কখনোই কোনো কিছু থাকতে পারি, right? Is the thing I would like to actually.
Yes, ma'am. It's right.
Yes, we need that kind of power. All of us, we need that kind of power, so that no one can say that, no one can say us that, okay, you are going on with my money. Why are you so loud? Why are you being so, like? Why are you being like this, or why are you acting like this? Because uh, we, each and everyone should have one kind of humanity, kindness, and not the loudness within them. That's totally commendable, and they should be at their best condition to not to be mean with others, বা দেখা গেল কারোর সঙ্গে খারাপ আচরণ না করে আমি পুরো একেবারে একজন সুষ্ঠু নাগরিকের মতো যেরকম আচরণ করা সেরকম ভাবে আমি করব সমস্ত কিছুই, কিন্তু কখনোই যেন আমি কারোর কাছে বোঝা না হই। আমি যেন সবসময় আমার নিজের দায়িত্বটা নিজে নেওয়ার ক্ষমতা, সেই অর্থনৈতিক ক্ষমতা যেন আমার কাছে থাকে প্রত্যেকটা মানুষের জন্য, তবে কিনা আমি, আমার নিজের আত্মসম্মান থাকবে। সেলফ রেসপেক্ট ইজ দ্য থিং, যেটা আমরা যেন কখনো কোনো কিছুর জন্য সেটাকে, সেলফ রেসপেক্টটাকে আমরা যেন কারোর জন্য কোনো জিনিসের জন্য সেটাকে আমরা কখনো ত্যাগ না করি। এটাই আমাদের এত কিছু, যা কিছুর এত কিছু স্ট্রাগল বা যা কিছু, সেটার উদ্দেশ্য কিন্তু একটাই, প্রত্যেকটা মানুষের, রাইট? So now I would like to go to ask Nadim again, that Nadim, in your childhood, or maybe even though nowadays you get to like, what's your feeling about a child or maybe the children? Do you like to play with children, or there are some people that who don't like children that much and they don't like to handle children, or maybe they don't like to play with children? So
I love to play with children because they are very innocent and they mix any kind of people easily. So I always prefer to play with them. And when I go in our home, many times after lunch, I meet them and I play. I played with play with football, cricket, and many kind of new uh, play play. So uh, I always prefer to play with the child rather than young or same age because nowadays all the people are so busy with their own work, and that is why they cannot get more space to spend um, spend time. So right now, uh, I I I agree. Sorry, ma'am. I play with. I love to play with the children, ma'am.
okay, so was there any kind of special experience that you once met a child and maybe you were going through something and that child helped you to go through that and made you really happy in your time?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I have the some some of the experience, but um, now I share with one experience that occurred with me or happened with me uh, last last when I went to my home. I was so busy with my uh, little sister, but um, also I get sometimes to meet uh, our nephew and another a neighbor child. So in that time, I gave some money to buy uh, cricket ball, and they were so happy when uh, they heard that they they can buy a um, new ball to play, and after that uh, mm, we gathering and they share uh, what they want to uh, o- in near future, like because they are um, um, some of the 10 years old, some of the 9, and some of the 5 5 4, the mix of them. So they were very happy uh, to to um, buy a football man, ball man.
Oh, very nice, very nice of you. And Mamun, do you have the network issue, or you can speak like properly like the others? Mamun?
Ma'am, I can hear you, but your voice is so low, ma'am.
Okay, my speaker, the earphone speaker was not near my mouth.
जी
Maybe
मैम.
that's why. Right, ma'am. So I think your network issue is recovered. So I would like to ask you the same question. Do you like children? And was there any kind of moment that happened in your life that you became very happy because of a child or maybe because of children, some children?
Yes, ma'am. I love very much to play with children. There are uh, three nephew, and there are three nephew. When I go to my home, I play with them, and when uh, I sit on my bed, they ride on my shoulder, and they play with me. And that time, I enjoy uh, their smiley face, and ma'am, and
Yes, do you have any incident, like one incident that you had to go through, you went through, and like you were very happy while spending time with a child or maybe some children?
ma'am, I have no experience, ma'am, to happy with them. But ma'am, one day I went to my brother. They said to me, "Brother, please come to me and play with them." And that time I delivered a ball, and I stand uh, in front of a stamp, and I play with them 5 or 3 minutes in the field, and that time they feel very happy to playing with me.
Okay, thank you, mom. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience as well. I couldn't understand. I didn't know that your network issue is fixed. So I could have asked you the previous question as well. Okay. Now, Lisa, I would like to ask you the same question as well. That did you ever had encounter with the children, and maybe uh, you do you like actually to mix up with children on like what are your experiences with children? Could you share with us? Lisa, could you hear me?
Ma'am, I don't hear you clearly because here network is very poor.
Oh, okay,
Your
okay, Lisa.
voice
So now
coming.
should I repeat the question?
No, ma'am. मैम को पैकेट कैसे
Uh, is my voice breaking? Everyone, like is it or is
yes
it clear?
ma'am I can't hear you.
What about others, Nadim and Mamun? Am I audible to you?
Ma'am, your voice is clear, but sometimes we hear you very slowly. So that is why we are feeling we cannot
Okay,
hear you, ma'am, sometimes.
okay. Maybe that's the issue. Like I'm forgetting to put the mic in front of my mouth. Maybe that's an issue. But Lisa, maybe Maybe you can hear me right now clearly, right, Lisa?
Yes, ma'am. Right now I can hear you.
Okay, so the question I am asking that sometimes it happens that there are many children around us, and what's your thought about them? That do you like children or not? And if you like children, like how do you pass time with them, or was there any special moment that you were sad but that child, or maybe some child or some children, they made your time happier? That is the question that I want to ask you, Lisa. Acha, I'm sorry कि my network went out. That's why, Lisa, if you were saying something, or maybe someone was saying something, Lisa, were you answering my question? So if you were, then you can carry on now.
Ma'am, I actually don't got your point, but I think you asked for you asked for me when I was child. Uh, Ma'am, I don't got your point actually.
No,
I can't
I
hear
didn't
you
say.
properly.
I asked you that did you do you like spending time with children? And was there a time that you spend your time with children and you felt happy? That's the question I was going to ask you. Me, as I didn't ask you.
Ma'am,
Everyone.
ma'am, few moments ago my network was
Yes, you
gone.
were.
That I couldn't hear the question.
But I just repeated it now.
Sorry, ma'am.
All right.
Can you
I think
repeat it again?
okay. Okay. Listen. Um, maybe there's some network issues that going on. I think I would stop the class now, okay? Because I would start our next class within 9:30, and I would like to take the class then, like after sometimes having some health issues. Okay, right. I'm taking my leave.